We've been telling you guys about Blue Chew for years, and we ain't stopping anytime soon. That confidence, that performance, that edge that you're going to get in the bedroom and mentally when you check out BlueChew.com and the code FIGHTFUL. First shipment free. Yes, shipment. That's because you don't have to wait in line at the pharmacy, have any awkward conversations with doctors. You're questioned online, and if approved, this ships straight to your door. It excludes all the awkwardness. Now listen, so will that confidence. That's going to get rid of a lot of that awkwardness as well. Same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. You know it's going to work. They know it's going to work. And that's why they're willing to give you that first shipment free at BlueChew.com when you use that code FIGHTFUL. Take control. Handle your business. BlueChew.com and the code FIGHTFUL.
Oh, and we're about to handle some damn business here on a Saturday night on the Fightful YouTube channel. Look at this. Look at all three of us back together again for the first time, and I genuinely don't know. I could not tell you the last time all three of us were here. Rick Ucchino, Iridian Fiero, Cresta D-Star. Ladies, how is it going? How's your Saturday been?
It's been good. What is life like, guys? I can't remember, Rick, like you said, the last time we were all together having a good old time. And honestly, I don't think people are ready for it.
No.
It's been a while.
They are not.
I'm ready for the chaos. And I'm telling everyone, tomorrow's my first TNA show. I'm so excited. And AJ Styles is going to be there. So, boom, I'm ready to turn the energy all the way up and talk about AEW.
I was gonna say, I hope your travel and your experience of getting to the TNA show was a hell of a lot better than it was for me getting to Evolution this past Sunday.
Guys, it was a journey. Just hearing Rick tell us off air wore me out, and I didn't go.
I almost got hot flashes. Like there was just a lot going on. Not good. Rick, not good.
No, yeah, I was there covering the show for the Takedown on SI, and going to the show was like the actual show in and of itself spectacular. It's some of the most fun I've ever had. Getting there, like actually getting to the building because of the Beyonce concert was a pain in the butt. The drive down was an absolute nightmare as well. There's a lot. I'm not going to go into all of the details, but I'm still very, very happy that I was able to be there for that show. But yeah, Cresta, I hope you have a nightmare-free experience getting to your.
It's only in Long Island from the Bronx, so it's not too far. Also, shout outs to chat keeping the Blake Christian is Rick Ucchino slander alive. You've been gone for weeks, but I don't even know why you didn't take a flight first class, Blake Christian. Nice.
Yeah.
So I went to AEW karaoke while I was at All In.
Yes.
Rick was performing a song, Jack Harlow, 10 out of 10, loving on me vibes.
I see what you did there, and I live for you, Iridian.
I don't even know what that song is, to be completely honest.
You were performing it. Nice try, Blake.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's the bit that will never die. Get your super chats in, guys. Get your humper chats in. Guaranteed way to get your comment read on the air today. We'll read every single one of those before we get off of the air. We had 2 hours of AEW Collision tonight, and it started off with the new TNT champion. I think most of us expected coming out of All In a new TNT champion, ladies. We weren't expecting Dustin Rhodes to be the one to be standing there with it, especially, well, hell, just 2 hours out from All In. Unfortunately, Adam Cole had to bow out, as Sean Rossap reported on Fightful Select. Best $6 in the business. He is unfortunately dealing with another concussion. We wish Adam Cole all the best in his recovery, and hopefully we see him back in a ring someday soon, whenever he is in fact ready. But yeah, it was not Kyle Fletcher who came out of that match with the TNT Championship like many of us expected. It was Dustin Rhodes. Made for a hell of a moment in All In, and I think made for a hell of a moment to kick off the show tonight, Iridian. I really enjoyed his promo tonight.
Yeah, it was kind of shocking to see him win that title, but he cut a great promo today, really sold me on it. I thought Kyle was going to be the winner. So when Kyle came out, I was like, all right, he's making valid points. He is the one that I thought was going to have that championship. And I had mentally prepared myself for a great Kyle Fletcher run. But seeing Dustin kind of talk about how, he was promising to give his all and to be a fighting champion and how he ended up pulling out the win, I was like, okay, making some valid points, keep on stepping. I was a little motivated. I'm not going to lie. I don't know how Cresta, I don't know how you felt about it.
So I've been taking the why not approach, because if it took Dustin Rhodes winning for Hangman Page to win, why not? I don't hate it. I know that sounds like a cop-out, but that's literally been I've had a really good week of wrestling, so everyone's getting a why not pass. At first, I was like you, Iridian, like, this is, like Kyle said, this was tailor-made for me, and here you come. But also, Dustin Rhodes has been in here a very long time. Yeah. And I think that the motto of keep stepping, it sounded corny at first, but get into it. Keep stepping. Did I lose somebody? It sounds like the air is coming out.
Yeah, I thought I was like, where's the air coming from, guys?
I'm like, wait a minute, did I lose? Like, I thought that was just my headset for a second. Okay, so all right, we were all confused.
Yeah,
for a hot
Dustin. That was Dustin Rhodes.
I'm like, all right. Anyway, no, we're still here. Check, mic check, 1 2. Okay, good. Mm-hmm. But no, I actually didn't mind that booking decision at all, because I feel like it would have been just very, very easy to just and very predictable. Obviously very, very predictable. I can guarantee there were media people who had that article pre-written, ready to hit publish, that, Kyle Fletcher had won the TNT championship at All In. So I don't hate the fact, because if you can take a bad situation, an emotional situation, which was the Adam Cole having to relinquish time, and that speech that he gave was very difficult to get through, to listen to. Like, you can't help but feel for the guy, who is genuinely one of the nicest people on this planet. Doesn't deserve the tough road he's had over the last 3 years plus now at this point. To turn that emotional moment into another emotional moment, but was a positive one. Not only was it a shocking one, but it was a feel-good moment to kind of change the energy around. And now you can really kind of lean into Kyle Fletcher's ruthlessness here, because he is going to beat the hell out of Dustin Rhodes.
Oh, I hate that for this championship. Old
man. he is going to do it. So if you're going to put the belt on him sooner rather than later anyway, why not go ahead and give Dustin Rhodes his moment? And that was one of the things that I really liked about his opening promo here tonight, is he's talking about, I have come up short time and time and time again. And it was like, you know what? I kind of forgot that you have been really fighting for this championship for like 6 damn years now at this point. So yeah, hell yeah, you finally got one. And I also liked him throwing it back in his face already, where he was like, you're complaining about, losing this matchup to 4 people. I wrestled 3 times in 24 hours and got the job done. What the hell is your excuse?
That was outrageous. Wait a minute. Hold on now. What are you can't talk to Kyle like that. Kyle will hurt you. So I was a little scared, but I was even more scared when Don Callis was like, we've known each other since 1997. I was like, damn. I was in the crowd and I audibly said, damn. I was like, that's a long time. I was 2 years old in 1987. So you've known each other since then? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, I agree. When Don Callis said that, I was like, first of all, Don Callis, I don't believe you. I gotta be honest with you. I don't believe you. I don't know what it is, but I don't believe you. Second of all, he then offered him, like, there'll be a spot for you in the Don Callis family. That would be funny, but don't do that. First of all, Dustin Rhodes is involved in like 8 different factions, one at a time, please. But Dustin will be on TV every week.
Yeah.
Dustin will get matches twice a week sometimes. And Kyle Fletcher, can you imagine getting pushed to the side to the real protos, the real star? Get up out of here. I think you should do it for the memes, but I understand why you wouldn't. Don Callis is a hot dog and he's a liar.
Can I just say how rude it is every time somebody reminds me how long ago 1997 was?
I'm so sorry,
brother.
I'm sitting here and I'm like, 1997. That's not that.
So it'll be 30 years.
It's 27 years ago. 28. Jesus.
That's crazy.
God.
I was 10 when Iridian was 2.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Same. Yeah. Same. Yeah. But I thought that was rude. Not nearly as rude though as let me make sure I get this quote right. because Don Callis did offer him a spot in the family, in which I got to go, how many damn spots do you have open? Because you already have about 20 people.
Thank you. Making valid points. You can't just, he's hiring. He's Indeed right now. Like, everybody
Not Indeed.
come in. Let's go. You want a job? I got one for you. We have spaces. I don't know if he's thinking about rotating people out, but I don't know what's happening here.
Oh my God. Not the Don and Kate +8, because that's literally what this is.
Oh, damn. That's a good one. But Don says a place in the Don Callis family for you is much better than being the third wheel in that dysfunctional, shitty old Rhodes family. Which,
how is he the third wheel? He's literally the brother. He killed it with that. This is why people don't like you, Don Callis.
Oh my God. This is
we do have our first super chat here from Orion Ben. We appreciate it, guys. Did Iridian give the Colt eulogy tonight? Yeah, Colt got his ass whooped tonight. I was wondering why he was on commentary for this.
Like, why is he here? Oh,
we found out. We'll get to it.
We'll get to it, guys. It's the next segment. Please be ready for my eulogy. I got my notes, okay?
I'm sad.
Oh, my Lord.
I have my urn.
Before we get to that, we did have an AR Fox matchup on the show, which I know made Iridian happy. He put up another good performance against Ricochet tonight, but I mean, was there any doubt? And again, it's kind of rinse and repeat with AR Fox at this point. You know he's going to put out a great match. You know he's going to get the crowd behind him. And unfortunately, you know he's going to lose. And that's what ended up happening. He went for a 450 splash. Dude ate every inch of the damn canvas when he hit. Loud thud. That opened the door for Ricochet to hit the spirit gun for the win here. Unfortunately, you just kind of knew, you know what you're going to get with AR Fox at this point. I'm kind of waiting for that next step of like, okay, when's his like moment that Tony Khan signifying we're going to do something with him here.
Yeah, I saw his face hit the mat live in person in front of my own eyes. So that was crazy. But yeah, like you said, when we see him in the ring, you know what you're going to get. And it's always 10 out of 10, fantastic match. You know the type of wrestler that he is, and you know he's going to put on a show. So now is, like you said, the next step that we're waiting for is, when are we going to see him in like a title picture? Is he going to get pushed towards the TNT champion? Like, now that Dustin is going to be a fighting champion, let's go. Let's have some open challenges. Let's push AR. Like, I don't want him beefing with Ricochet for another 3 months. Like, no shade to Ricochet. Love him. But come on, I feel like we need a little bit more. Something's got to happen here.
No,
a title shot. You're talking about title shots? How about win a damn match? Can we start simple? Can we have this guy win a match on AEW programming?
No, Rick is right. Because AR Fox gives it to you every ball, but he don't win nothing. And I mean, it's a tough place to be in, because I think everybody wrestles for the most part AEW really, really well. So it's hard to break out of that. Well, you wrestle well, okay, but so does this guy. Yeah. And Ricochet right now, I didn't see Monsieur Prince Puma. So this is the most interesting. And I have flip-flopped on Ricochet, and I'm at the point where, you know what? You've circled the corny block so much. You're just funny now. You're just funny. And I said this on Twitter, and I'll say it again. I need Ricochet commentating a match between Max Caster and Solo Sikoa.
Oh my God.
And Taz on comment. That would be jokes. Ricochet right now is so good. And unfortunately, AR Fox, because he has great chemistry with Ricochet in the ring. Remember when Lance Archer was losing a bunch?
I was just thinking that. Oh my God. I was like, you know what? Everyone has to go through that period. You know, everybody dies in his theme, but nobody was dying. Lance Archer was having a good old time losing.
Oh, okay? He never said they died when the bell rang.
Oh, this is because he didn't. You're right.
It's only before and after.
Yeah, it's only before and after the bell rings. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Colt Cabana died tonight. Not literally, but
everybody dies.
That boy got his ass whooped tonight. So he was on commentary for all of the first 20 minutes of the show. And I loved this. I loved this so much, how they shot this. It looks like just your typical straight shot here's the commentator desk. They're talking about, whatever it is, the match that they just saw. Actually, I believe they just ran back a Hangman Adam Page, won the title vignette package, and Colt was talking about that. Then all of a sudden, here comes Marina Shafir out of nowhere and just starts choking this man with a chain. Like, I'm just like, okay, you now officially have my attention. Let's see where this is going. And then the rest of the Death Riders came up, and before you could even blink, Colt Cabana was bloodied up and was getting hung over the top rope with an even bigger steel chain. This was 10 out of 10, no notes for me on this one already.
This was crazy because I got excited when I was there because I saw Wheeler Yuta coming out, right? So I was like, oh my God, Wheeler Yuta, yes, he's having a match. Next thing you know, I'm like, what's going on right next to Wheeler Yuta? What? And then they were choking out Colt Cabana, which if you are from Chicago, Colt Cabana is a national treasure. So when he came out, when they originally introduced him, everybody was losing their minds. People are like, oh my God, Colt Cabana, we thought he was going to wrestle, but he's on commentary. Great. We're like, we'll take what we can get. And then we only got him for 20 minutes. Are you freaking kidding me? Like, and then blood? That's too much. First of all, I don't know whose idea that was. Not a great one because I was terrified. And then for 1 second on TV, if you paid attention, you see me yelling at Mox. So I don't know what was going on. I was losing my mind. Not a great time for me. Okay. And then he never came.
Not the guy you want to scream at, by the way.
Oh, no. You know what? I really thought about it afterwards. I was like, what happened if that man would have turned around? What was I going to do? I would have been like,
bravery. I respect.
You would have been pleading to your boy Wheeler for some help.
I would have been like, excuse me, I was not yelling at you. I was yelling at him.
What do you do? Wheeler turned up on you, Iridian?
He wouldn't have. I know.
It's like, I see the way Marina Shafir be treating you. You ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, he wasn't going to do anything, okay?
Poor Colt Cabana. I was like, who is this on commentary? They're doing pretty. Oh, it's Colt Cabana. Oh, it's Colt Cabana. We don't see this man for months. And right when I was like, oh, he's doing something. Oh, they're killing him. Oh, they're really killing him.
Exactly.
Yikes.
It was
also
unnecessary.
Nigel, you're fake. Nigel dead told Tony, best not get involved, and started scooting Tony away. Yo, Nigel, Tony got involved. Tony almost died for you. And this is how you go. I mean, also, they killed Colt Cabana. So
and then Phil was also in that arena, I believe, that night. I don't know what Phil was doing. Grab City, where were you at? I was over there yelling, let's go.
Are you going to, again, reroute back to who's going to tell Moxie that he cannot? Because I'm going to talk from behind my screen and on a keyboard.
I looked really ballsy in the picture that I got, so I'll send it to you guys and we'll see in
Come
4K.
On.
Me
Promo,
yelling.
finish the story already, and you versus Mox 2028.
Now,
Christian can train you.
Jesus, Lord Almighty. This was not the last time we saw the Death Riders, by the way, because we got a backstage interview right after this with Chris Statlander and Lexi Nair. And, talking about Chris's rough week. She did not win at All In. And the Death Riders walk through the locker room at this point. And this is one of the things that I really, really liked about this. One of the first things I noticed is the Death Riders walk through and Chris Statlander immediately puts herself in front of Lexi Nair and goes full mother bird protective mode. Like Stat is ready to throw down on every single member of the Death Riders if they even come anywhere near Lexi Nair, which I liked. But then we get Wheeler Yuta, who pops in once again for another little chit chat with Chris Statlander and says, hey, it was a rough week for you, but champions bounce back. And weirdly enough, that was exactly what she needed to hear in that moment, Iridian, because she went full on Rocky mode and went, yeah, champions bounce back. And then she darts off here. What?
I couldn't even process that because killing Colt Cabana, that's my last straw, right? I still had a little hope for the Death Riders and for Mox and Yuta. I was like, all right, there's a little leniency, right? You kill Colt Cabana? Are you kidding me? And then I was like,
I love this real quick, not to cut you off. He still had Colt's blood all over him.
Disgusting. disgusting. And also, I was like, the audacity to even look at Chris Statlander. Wheeler Yuta, close your eyes, keep walking. Like, don't look at her. She's doing her own thing. You do not need to recruit her. I know Don Callis is going around, but I do think eventually Statlander might end up in the Death Riders. And could you imagine Marina and Chris Statlander? I can't. That's too much violence for me.
First off, Wheeler doesn't need to close his eyes. He just has to comb his bangs down and
All right.
Close the curtain. I'm done talking to you.
All right. Well, quick little story. When I was going into the arena for All In, there was little pieces of paper on people's cars, and it was a missing dog poster, and it's a picture of Wheeler Yuta.
No.
That is the greatest piece of wrestling propaganda I ever did see.
$1 reward.
$1 reward if found. Call 1-800-FIND-YUTA. So
Yo, this is what you pay your Fightful subscription for, y'all.
Oh, the disrespect.
Yeah. I just thought I took it because I was like, I have to keep this. I can't. This is gonna go in my scrapbook.
You got to get him to sign that one day.
Oh my God. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do.
Just make sure to tell him you didn't make it first.
Oh, absolutely.
It was on my car.
It was on my car. I swear.
Oh,
bro. I have to tell you my problem. I like Chris Statlander, and again, we're back in the week of why not. But they treated Chris Statlander like she's a Big Show. 1 week she's a face, this week she's a heel, and I'm kind of like, just do it. Just let her do it. At this point, just be flippy floppy, because I'm putting on my conspiracy theory hat here. Join the Death Riders. Take them out from the inside because you're a flip flop. Oh. So go in there and do some deranged stuff, but actually have the sense to leave, unlike Wheeler Yuta. At this point, Wheeler Yuta likes to pay. He has a humiliation.
This is insane. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, make her flip flop. Why not? Why not? Because you were just trying to squash the beef with Willow. Now you love Willow. Now you hate Willow. Now you want to be the Death Riders, but get away from me, Death Riders. But they're your source of motivation. Man, you better go on, Big Show. You better stop that thing from the inside. I believe in you, Chris. Go and be somebody.
It all depends, right? Like what is the end game for Chris Statlander? Because I look at Chris and I still think that she is somebody that could be the one to defeat Mercedes for the TBS championship. The two matches that those two have had already were just chef's kiss, no notes, spectacular contests. And then somebody we're going to talk about here soon, Athena, she gets her shot at Timeless Toni Storm. If Athena wins that, would it make sense to turn Statlander heel if both of your top champions are going to be heel? Now, if she's going to be, like I said, there's a lot here. There's a lot of different things we could play at. But if you want to turn Chris Statlander heel and make her a part of the Death Riders and have her go after Timeless Toni Storm, and they can kind of capture the women's world championship and maybe do something similar to what they did with the men's, I would be on board with that. There's still part of me that kind of wants that Statlander, Willow, babyface, Massive Pop reunion, especially if eventually we do get women's tag team titles. I think they would be clear favorites in that division if they ever decided to go that route. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do here. We had Megan Bayne defeat Ty Melo with a running power bomb. I thought this is one of Ty Melo's. She's only had a handful of matches since she came back, but I thought this is one of her better performances tonight, going toe-to-toe with Megan Bayne, almost picking up a win on a few different occasions. But once again, Megan Bayne just too big, too strong, too powerful, took out Ty Melo. But I enjoyed this one, Iridian.
Yeah, and Megan, I don't think she knows the meaning of the phrase ease up. Like, she just goes and everything looks painful. It looks like not a good time. And I do think she's on the way to be a champion. I don't think anytime soon, but she's getting up there because it's a little scary. But Tay, she's so skilled. I'm glad that she got her off of her feet, because that's where Tay can really like take her on, and it was just a great showcase for her. And I think they said it was like her 5th match, I want to say, since she came back. But props to her, because this match was longer than I thought it was going to be.
For sure. And Cresta, I'm glad they made this a competitive bout and let Ty kind of show what she can do.
And even the word competitive here is subjective because Ty really Ty's or Tay. My brain just said no.
I'm thinking Tay Melo. I'm thinking Tay J.
Come on, Tay J. Come on, girl. She was really giving it to Megan Bayne, but Megan Bayne is literally a monolith. She is a rock. That woman is rock solid, bro. Then she had this guillotine choke on her, and it didn't work. She had her in 3 different triangle arm locks, and she deadlifted her twice. Bro, Megan Bayne is the type of person that if you really want us to feel bad about Toni Storm losing the type championship and y'all run that back ever again, that's the girl that could beat her up. Like, Megan Bayne is so good.
Yeah.
I mean, like, no, beat her up the way Colt Cabana got beat up. Rest in peace, Colt Cabana. Rest in peace. I'm sorry. But, like, and that's sad because Ty was really wrestling tonight. Like, she was giving us grabs and it just bounced off of Megan Bayne. Megan Bayne that needs to be another open weight champion because Jesus Christ.
I remember, God dang, I think her like first match in AEW was the first women's casino gauntlet match at Maximum Carnage. And I was at that show in Cincinnati and I'm sitting, pretty close, tight quarters, right? Like, so we're sitting pretty close to the ring. And I just remember just seeing her for the first time in person and just going, yeah, that's somebody right there. Cause goddamn, she just has this presence about her, this aura when she walks into a room. We got another super chat here from Ten Ruza, just the super chat because all 3 of you are actually here. Oh man, it's going to be interesting to see how many of these we can keep, straddling along in a row here, but hopefully we can keep those coming. Get your super chats in, guys. Get your humper chats in. Every single one of them will get read before we get out of the air tonight. How about back-to-back women's matches? Yes. How about back-to-back women's matches after we had a quick, I don't want to skip over this, after we had a quick backstage segment with Scorpio Sky and Skyflight, because of course, Don Callis trying to recruit his ass to the family too. But then Iridian, we had Christopher Daniels step up and basically tell him to go pound some sand.
Yeah, which the first thing I wrote was like, y'all are not ready for the Don Callis family. He was like, oh, well, if I can't recruit you, let's just fight each other. And I was like, they're not going to make it. What do you mean? That's a terrible idea. Don Callis family will absolutely demolish them. What are they thinking?
Maybe he's just like, you guys are bald. I'm bald. Well, maybe we can make it work. Because I agree with Iridian. When he said, maybe we can fight y'all, I'm like, Christopher Daniels, bro, you just retired. So maybe you don't realize how things work.
Maybe you don't remember what it's like.
But not for nothing. I like Top Flight, but Top Flight is really getting beat up out here. And Scorpio Sky just got back. And there's literally 1 million people in the Don Callis family. So you're not just going to fight Josh Alexander or Trent. You got to fight, I almost said Ricky Saints.
You're going to fight Rocky.
Thank you. Rocky Romero. You got to fight Kyle Fletcher. And that's if he doesn't recruit somebody else. He's literally going to be the NWO of Collision. The NWO Blue, NWO Wolfpack, NWO Black and White, NWO Hollywood, all ran by Don Callis.
I don't mean this in a disrespectful way, but if Rocky Romero's in the match, they got a chance. Because anytime Rocky Romero is the fall guy for the Don Callis family. Anytime they lose, it's Rocky who's eating the pin. Almost every single damn time, it's Rocky who's losing. Which they got to shake that up because that is disrespectful to that man that he has to be the official fall guy for the Don Callis family. So if these two teams fight and Rocky's in the match, they got a chance. They got a chance because that boy be losing.
I'm looking at
the receipts. Check the receipts. Who lost the main event tonight?
Listen, I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing
at the latest comments.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Ouch. Ouch.
That's crazy. That's the one I'm laughing at.
And listen, one thing about Cresta Star, I'm gonna tell you a lie, but only a fun lie, not a real lie. This is a fun lie, not to Ricochet, but this is a fun lie.
Okay, so if we didn't want Rocky taking the pin, who else would we suggest? I
Lance
would
Archer, stop it.
good. Okay, so I was there. We're here today. Okay, we're here. I said start putting the pins on Lance. All right. He yelled at me at the arena. Oh, well, he told me to stop clapping because I was clapping for Mike Bailey, and he's like, "Don't clap for that." And I was like,
Stop. He is like 9'9". He's like 9'9".
"He's massive." All right, love Lance Archer, 10 out of 10. But I was like, oh, a little scared. A little scared.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I might clap until he got closer. I'm like, yo, I got no hands. Well, listen.
Same thing. And the same thing happened. Josh Alexander had him in a hold, and I'm like, come on. And Josh Alexander looked me in the eye, slowly stopped clapping.
You said my hands disappeared. Who knew?
I was like, I'm not even here, sir. Don't look at me. It's terrifying.
Appreciate the super chat there, single blue no panda. Appreciate it. Thank you very, very, very much.
Sorry, Rick, but I apologize for nothing really.
Yeah, no, I nor do I expect you to, in all sincerity. One of these days, me and Blake Christian are actually going to meet face to face.
Spider-Man meme.
Just for me, just for my sports entertainment. Honestly.
Yeah, we need to be there. It needs to be in person. Yeah. Tell us when that's happening.
Yeah, I'll try to figure that out.
He's got
Rick hates us. I love you, Rick. You're the greatest of all time.
We had Alex Windsor taking on Taya Valkyrie tonight, and first off, love seeing Taya on television. I'll start a petition for more Taya Valkyrie matches on AEW programming. What did you guys think of the debut singles match debut? Because Alex Windsor was in the Women's Casino Gauntlet matchup. Got a promo. Got to go up against Taya Valkyrie. Got the win with the sharpshooter. What did you think of her first introduction to AEW Collision, Iridian?
I was really impressed with her. I'm glad that she got a promo. I'm glad that she got a good amount of time with Taya, who also came out looking fantastic. I'm with you. I don't think we see enough of her. I think she needs to be on Collision more. I know she gets shown on Ring of Honor, but that is not AEW Collision. So I'm glad that we got to see her. I mean, I guess both of them, but 10 out of 10. I had no notes. If we keep this up with Alex Windsor, I see her being a really strong competitor in the women's division, and put her up against Deonna Purrazzo. Let's see these matches happening. Why not?
I was only angry at this match because people weren't as loud for Taya as they should have been. Okay, I love Taya Valkyrie. She looked great tonight. The whole presentation was fantastic.
Yeah.
However, I will say this was a very fast match. It was a good match, but if you blinked too much, you missed it. And to me, this match was more about the end rather than the match itself. I do want to see some more technical girlies in there, but we just got 2 matches tonight, so let me pump the brakes. So, baby steps, but it's nice to see her. But again, this to me was all about the post-match where Athena called Alex Andrea and told her to get out, and that was disgusting.
And then she did, like, immediately, just was like, fine, I'll F off, no problem, here we go. So that to me was kind of like, here's this great promo. She's talking about how she went to took Athena to the limits, and she goes out there and she beats a former world champion in Taya Valkyrie, and then it's just like, cool, F off to the back, and that's exactly what she did. So it was a little dismissive for me there, but I get it. And she is going to be wrestling Athena next week for the Ring of Honor Women's Championship. So cool, good. I'm all for that. I'm looking forward to that matchup. This matchup did seem really quick to me, and Iridian, I have to ask. Was it longer in person? Did they edit some stuff out? Because this screamed, hey, we cut some stuff out to me.
I want to say it was like around the same time. Of course, they like cleaned things up because I do remember Megan and Tay was a little longer. Okay. So that's just like some things. But the crowd was really hot for both these women's matches. So I don't remember anything specific getting okay. Out, but I did I think the entrances were 10 out of 10 for.
Oh, fire. Absolute fire. Iridian, are you going to all 6 shows with this residency?
I'm going to 5 shows. The only one I'm not going to is there's a Collision on Saturday. I'm not going to that one, but I will be here reviewing the show. But it's been a great residency these past 2 shows. Fantastic so far. The venue I think looks really, really cool. It does look smaller in on the TV. It's bigger when you get there. It's a lot more lively, but I think the balconies just make it look great. And Toni Storm is killing it on those balconies. Great stuff.
Yes. Is that the perfect segue? Are we up to that next? Yes, we are actually, because we had Athena after this match come out to the top of the balcony, to the balcony, excuse me, and told, what did she call Alex Windsor again?
Oh, Andrea.
Andrea.
So told Andrea to hit the bricks. And this was honestly the segment of the night for me because, one, Athena is one of my favorite people to talk to, but she has such a way with words and how she insults people and her inflection and her comedic timing and her sarcasm. Like, all of it was just wrapped up in a great package for her. And I'm just sitting here and I'm like, it made me so happy to see it, but at the same time, it pisses me off because I'm like, we could have been having this for 3 damn years, but okay, that's fine. We're going to get it now. It's cool. Fine. She's in a world title program on AEW television. This is what I have been waiting for, Iridian.
Yeah, this is exactly what we've been waiting for. Athena finally here with us in the room. I mean, somewhere with us, but yeah, we've been waiting for this fight. We've been waiting to see her. What's going on?
I live. It's about time. I hate that it took so long, but in hindsight, I'm going to appreciate that she's had Ring of Honor in a chokehold, and now she's come to do the same over here.
Please.
The way she read Toni Storm to filth, get her, Jade. The way she read the chat, the crowd to filth, do I need to talk in my British accent? I was like, yo, you're a clown. I was sports entertained. I want to see this. I have a touch of trepidation because I really wanted to see Toni Storm versus Deonna Purrazzo. And while it was good, it was kind of like, so don't play with me. I got Mercedes Moné versus Toni Storm. Don't play with me. I need these women to commit women's wrongs. So don't play with me, Tony. Anthony. Let me be clear. Anthony.
I was going to say, we did get Toni Storm, who came down. So Athena is cutting all of her foolishness up in the balcony, and we get Timeless Toni marching down the ramp, and she's pissed, not because she's saying anything, but just because she's stealing her gimmick of being the resident AEW, and this is a quote, direct quote, the balcony bitch. And I immediately lost it on that one, Iridian. I'm like, these are two promo. I hope this program runs. I hope they don't just, end it at Forbidden Door in a few weeks here. The way that they are already shaping up these promos and the back and forths, and Tony saying, if you're not going to come down to me, I'm going to come up there to you. And Athena going, oh, catch me if you can. Running off.
Use a Benny Hill music, because that's exactly what that was. That was clownery.
She is such a clown in the best way possible when she's up there. And like, even the fact when Tony was like, I'll tell you what, you don't want to sign your contract. I'll face Billy this week. If Billy can beat me, she'll get a title shot too. And Athena's just like, no. That wasn't part of my plan. Okay, fine. You know what? All right, cool. You're going to catch me tripping. Like, everything about this just worked. And I'm looking forward to more between these two.
Yeah, they have such good chemistry. And I hope that this ends with Athena finally winning that championship. But if she doesn't, then what are we going to do? Or is she just going to go back to Ring of Honor and just continue to dominate over there? I don't want that to happen. So I hope that they really have a plan for what's going to happen with Athena after this feud, whether she wins the title and is then on Ring of Honor and also a dominant champion in AEW TV, or if they keep her, if she doesn't win that championship. Because I would be heartbroken if she doesn't, because I was kind of upset that she didn't beat Mercedes in the tournament that they just had.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that 100%. I think that especially if Athena wins, there is still that tantalizing, juicy story of Billy Stark's, I've had it with the abuse mother, okay? So that'll be the creme de la creme, and we can finally have it where Athena respects Billy and moves on. It'd be a great passing of the torch. I don't know how that works out in the end, but I also want to give a shout out to the best line, when she says, now come down here so I can shine my shoe in your sphincter.
Yeah.
So something people are talking about in the chat that I see, and I'm sitting here and I'm going, okay, if Athena wins the AEW Women's Championship, fantastic. Love that. What do they do with the Ring of Honor Women's Championship, though? Like, how do they, at this point, how do they get it off of her? Does anybody take it off of her? Or does she just hit 1,000 days and say, you know what? I'm going to lay this down and let Tony book one of his fabulous tournaments. Like, what do we
Not
do?
the fabulous tournament.
hey, I mean that with all sincerity. That man knows how to book a wrestling tournament. If there's anything that man can do well, it's book a freaking wrestling tournament. So I'm all for that idea. I just don't know, like, how does the transition go? You have her. I mean, heck, do you have her lose to? I don't want her to lose at this point. So close to 1,000 days, because that is such a. I don't care what title it is. That is a milestone that is so rarely hit these days. It's rarely been hit. Period. End of story.
They'll probably pull a Roman Reigns on that.
I'm going to keep it a buck with you. This is AEW, and they definitely retired the tag team titles with Sting and Darby. So I see a lot of people saying vacate it. And typically I hate that. Like, have someone lose, pass the torch. But this is so monumental that at this point, whoever beats her, kind of like with Tony, you're going to have something set up for it. And if it's not Billy with a story afterwards, I agree with vacating it. And I don't think there'd be anything wrong with that. I think that gives Athena her flowers forever, period, point blank.
Yeah, I agree. I think vacate it and have her cut a promo and be like, well, I was the longest reigning champ. Let's see who can try to beat my reign. I don't think anybody can. And then boom, show up on AEW. Like, I wouldn't hate that, because like you said, Cresta, if there is no story with Billy, which Billy's the only person right now that she has like that connection with, and that story, that foundation. So if that's not happening, just leave it in the ring. Just call it.
Not to leave it in the ring.
Here you go. I'm done.
You guys suck.
I mean, the only thing is, like, as people are pointing out, forever champ, right? So, like, okay, but you could conceivably say, hey, look, no one ever beat me for it. I'm laying it down, and hence will forever be the
forever champion. And you could also revamp the title, and that's how she would be the forever champ, is to like upgrade to a new title, and then have people go to that.
Yeah.
And in the event someone ever comes close to 1,000 days again, here comes Athena. Hell no. Who said it was open mic night, bitch?
For the record, it definitely, if they do like a tournament or something like that, it definitely should be Billy. Who wins that? From one Billy to another, we had Billy Gunn backstage with Anthony Bowens.
That was a good one.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Bowens says, Billy says Anthony needs to get over Max Caster, because he's, looking at his footage of what happened between the two of them at All In Texas, and he offers him a slump buster match next week. Anybody else think that it's going to be him and Max Caster next week?
Oh, hell yeah, brother. And if it's not that, Bowens is turning on Billy Gunn, because I see that. It's in the chicken bones. It's in the wind. I see that's telegraphed as pure as day.
Just put them back together. This is not going well for either of them. And I really thought that that's what we wanted. We're like, you know what? Yeah, break them up. It's time. Bowens is going to be a star. Max Caster, he's got his thing going on right now. But I don't like it. Put him back. Like, I need the pink gear, the scissoring, everything. Just
Iridian, you know what this reminds me of? Remember we told Lance Archer, take them braids out? And then he did. He's like, put them braids back in. Put them back. I'm sorry. I'll never put them back. Put them back.
We will never have an opinion ever again. I'm so sorry.
I think Max Caster is right on the cusp of being corny enough where he spins the block, because people are now beginning to chant, let's go Max.
I was chanting. I loved it. I'm here for it.
He's right there. But you ain't. I see Ricochet do exactly what you've done. Be cornier, faster, and get over. It's taking too long. And Anthony Bowens, this is not what's supposed to be happening for you. I hate this. So, yo, listen. And then you guys get in a program with the Guns. I'm sorry. Billy Guns go back to his children.
Bring the rapping back. I need it.
No, the rapping can stay.
No, put it back. Put it back. I don't care. That was at least entertaining. This man's coming out with his little best wrestler alive.
Iridian wants TK to just go full MIB and just neuralize the crowd and say, "Hey, we didn't split these guys up. We're back."
Right now. Y'all ain't seen that. Y'all didn't see anything. You didn't see anything.
Hey, things are getting better for Max. All right, it took a whole 2.5 minutes for him to lose this matchup tonight. Like, he's been losing it under, and you know why they did that? It took him 2.5 minutes to lose to Kyle O'Reilly tonight.
And
so that
ran.
way, he actually beats Anthony Bowens next week.
Brother.
That's crazy. If Anthony Bowens loses to Max Caster,
there's going to be a workface
Billy
incident.
Gunn is going to die. If Anthony Bowens loses to Max Caster next week, Billy Gunn's getting his ass whooped. That is a fact. That is a stone cold fact.
I have to tell you again, like I said at the top of the show, this match that followed directly with the Max Caster, if Max Caster and Solo Sikoa don't,
that's the forbidden door,
bro. Max Caster running around the ring and Solo Sikoa in the ring like, am I right?
That's insane.
Poor Bowens.
Single blue note the panda said we did the Max Caster chant at the AEW Ontario 400-100 show.
Let's go, Max. You're the best.
Fact that he's actually got people doing that dopey ass chant.
One thing I will say, Chicago, we were on point. Okay, we were on time with the chants. Our tone was great, and then he was still like, wait, and I was like, sir, you're killing your own hype. All right, you got to live and you learn, live in the moment, because we were doing it great. So he stopped his own hype train on that one.
He's corny already, and he can't help himself.
We had a $200,000 fatal 4-way match, tag team match tonight. Gates of Agony defeated Crew, Big Bill, and Brian Keith, and the Gun Club. I was a little surprised, honestly, by this. I thought, hey, cool. The Guns are back. Everything is great. This is going to be tailor-made for these guys to come in and get a big win here, and that did not turn out to be the case. Ricochet obviously gets involved in that. Juice Robinson was out there as well. Still unnerving seeing Juice Robinson without the beard. I don't hate it. I don't hate the look. I don't hate it. It's just going to take me a minute to get used to, because you get so used to something else, and then it's like, no, I don't like it. But
I hate change.
I do. You took the words right out of my mouth. I hate change, but we'll grow, we'll learn, we'll go with it.
Not me. I love to see a man's hair conditioned. Okay,
stop it.
Good conditioned hair. 10 out of 10. I remember what it was like when Matt Hardy was like going through some stuff, and it was just dry.
Iridian.
So men conditioner, 10 out of 10. Juice, you look great.
But we get Gates of Agony who win this. For me, Iridian, I thought the spot of this match was Toa Leona with the big shoulder tackle on Big Bill and sent that man flying through the damn air. No, that was the spot. That was definitely the spot that made me do the Friday and go, damn. All right, I wasn't expecting that, but
Nigel barely escaped with his life on that one.
I know.
Like, he moved with a quickness, but I honestly didn't think the Gates of Agony were going to pick up the win. I thought it was going to be the Guns. I was really excited. I was like, they just came back. Great. Ricochet came out at the end, and I was like, was Ricochet in the match? Did I miss something? What's going on here? I was a little confused, but no, he wasn't. He was fine. But yeah, they had some really, really fun spots in this. And my only question was like, I wonder if they really get the 200K. That's what I was thinking.
I don't know. I mean, the cons are loaded. I'm just saying.
Because I was thinking, if it's not a bit, they've already done a singles for men and women's. They've just done a tag. There's a trio spot, and I'm saying we could work something. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm broke. So
I will fight, is what you're saying.
Listen, y'all could tag me in. Just if it's Shibata or Rouge, I quit. If it's Thunder Rosa, I quit too. Let me be clear, I quit. I had a lovely time. But I'm saying there might be a chance for us. I thought too it was going to be the Guns. However, once Ricochet ran out, That makes more sense. This doesn't have any storyline going into it, and there were storylines made out of it. I also got to give shout outs to Toa Lioa. No, it wasn't Toa Lioa. Hold on. I'm thinking of another match. We're talking about the same shoulder tackle spot. I'm thinking of another match where somebody picked someone up and over. I'm like, that's a big man. You just picked him up and over. It wasn't this one. It was a luchador who did that. I have her notes. I'm gonna look at it later. Either way, I like this match. And then Juice calling out Big Bill afterward. No, Big Bill calling out Juice afterwards. I'm like, there's a mismatch in size here.
But
and
I don't crazy. The way that he was yelling at him, I was like, I was scared.
Anything, Big Bill is in danger here.
You want to talk about a mismatch? That spot in the tag team match where Lio Rush tried to knock Big Bill off of the ring apron. And then they just show the guys standing next to each other. I mean, that was like Big Show and Rey Mysterio back in the day. Like,
yeah. What I will say is,
like Leo
on TV, we did see Colton come back like from a fall, and like something happened, right? They didn't show this on TV, but they carried him out. So Austin and Juice kind of helped him out, and then Billy came out too by the ring to kind of just see if everything was okay. And they also brought out a chair for Colton. Colton didn't want the chair, so I don't know what the injury is on that one. I think we have it on Fightful, but
yeah, I was just about to bring it up. Yeah, I know they just came back.
Yeah.
This came off of a move where Big Bill countered one of them. He lifted Gunn up into the air. He came down, he landed on his feet, and his knee buckled. He immediately grabbed it, removed himself. Ringside doctor was checking on him, and yeah, he ended up having to be taken to the back. So hopefully, I mean, damn, that he just came back. Hopefully he's fine. But yeah, unfortunately, we'll have to play wait and see on that. The injuries this year, man, just.
And it feels like it's back to back on all of these injuries.
Yeah.
I'm here with you too, by the way, Ten Ruza. Bang Bang Gang got me missing that switchblade. I thought I was waiting for him to come out at All In.
Yes.
Like, when Juice came down and the guns were there, I'm like, all right, any second now. Any second now, we're gonna get Jay White.
Yeah.
Just didn't happen. Hopefully
Jay White could be a forbidden door. You know, I will say All In had enough surprises that a Jay White with a Juice Robinson and a Cope, that might have been too much. Yeah, blow my mind. You know, that might have been too much.
We did get Kyle O'Reilly beating Max Caster with an armbar, and I hope he locked it in good and tight for that shot he took at Angel Reese. All right, anyway, so we had Roosh defeating Katsuyori Shibata tonight. This was a numbers game for LFI coming into play here on this one, Iridian. That played the deciding factor as Shibata ended up getting the horns. Powerhouse Hobbs would come down and save Shibata from a post-match assault, but we did see Roosh holding up that Trios Championship. We do know that Samoa Joe is going to be out at least until the end of the month because he's got some Twisted Metal media obligations, but LFI getting in on the Trios Championship action there, Iridian, that's got to make you feel a little bit happy there.
That's so scary, honestly. Like LFI, they are so powerful. And during this match, like while they were slapping each other on the chest, it echoed. So it was so loud in there. It was truly terrifying. And I'm like, can you guys stop? I know somebody commented earlier, like, do they know, like, they don't have to hit each other that hard? That's crazy. They don't have to hit each other that hard, but they choose to. And that's just, it's such a crazy thing for me to try to understand. But yeah, LFI, I think would be fantastic trios champions. Super scary, but absolutely dominant. I would be scared for anybody who has to go up against them.
Yeah, it just kind of sucks that Joe is out right now.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on how long they want to keep him out, you're not really going to be able to do that match unless they sub somebody in for Joe, which, you know, we've seen them do before in the past. But
crazy. Or they might also, they'd be like, well, you guys don't have anybody to be the third. You got to relinquish the titles.
Yeah.
Unless they bring Hook back. That was another guy I was expecting back at All In. So maybe you could do a sub there. But still, hey, they're setting up something here, and it's not the Death Riders going after the trios titles again. So yeah, please sign me up, Cresta.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I will say that this match sounded like they were shooting each other. This sounded like gunshots. It sounded like someone threw ice in a deep fryer. Because what the was that? I never want to wrestle these people. I hear people complain. Let me not say complain because I'm not a wrestler. But I've seen other wrestlers say, well, this person works stiff. What the was that? You have to let them know that you don't have to slap each other. Those are people much like Eddie Kingston. I'm never going to tell you this is a work. You got it, pal. You got it. You got it. This match was literally anything you could do, I could do better. And at one point, I wanted to yell at myself, like, Roosh, you know Katsuyori almost died. So stop. Stop. I don't like that. I don't like that. And that man's chest and leg looked like raw meat at the end. This match was fantastic. I know I was over here making it sound like a bloodbath, but this was top meat,
great.
pal. This was great. I agree with Iridian LFI with the trio title. So nobody's getting that trio title unless you get Murder Grandpa, Stone Pitbull, and at that point you might as well get Shingo Takagi because ain't nobody else gonna get it up off of them guys. Because then, bro, Mystico's gonna break your neck, bro. What are you doing?
You have to you get Lance Archer, you got Big Bill, you got to form a new team. And then one more person. Who else? Who else can we put in that team?
You could put Josh Alexander because he's mad, meaty, and tall as well.
You're right. Okay, so those three. Then I would be like, you know what? Maybe they have a chance.
Like I said, you got to get Shibata. You got to get not Shibata, Murder Grandpa, Shingo Takagi, and you got to get Stone Pitbull, and then maybe.
Our main event tonight was the Don Callis family that y'all said would absolutely dominate Sky Flight because they don't lose, but they lost tonight against Bandido, Dorada, and Jetspeed. Dorada picked up the win after hitting the shooting star press on, you guessed it, ladies and gentlemen, the fall guy for the Don Callis family, Rocky Romero.
He hits that, though. You gotta admit, when he does his little azúcar, he got it. He got it in the bag, okay?
They need to respect Rocky Romero. Rocky Romero doesn't deserve this. He's a legend. He's an icon. He's a mentor.
Thank you. Like, Rocky Romero does not deserve this, all right? Fantastic wrestler right out of the gate. Like, that man has so much history.
I'm on the 4th floor.
Okay, I need somebody to screenshot when we all turned around because that was crazy. We're like, God, is that you?
First the flushing toilet, now this.
So my office is built in a cellar room underneath my porch. So sometime I will hear traffic outside of my house, and I'm like, I genuinely thought that was.
And my window is closed because the AC is on. I'm like, is my window open? No.
I thought we were about to take off, guys.
I don't know if you watch this, whoever that was, sir. Fix your transmission. Your engine needs some
oil, that was
honey.
Purposeful. That was purposeful. Nobody drives their car around that loud unless they want it to be.
What does
and
that
I
do?
hate those people.
Oh man,
I'm from New York. I don't have a car. What does that do? Does it vibrate your butt? Does it make your car go faster? What does that do?
I don't know.
I need to know.
I have a muffler. I don't know.
A muffler. Drop it in the chat. Please explain to us, what does that do? Is that like when you put the card in your bicycle peg and it does? Is that the same thing?
It annoys the piss out of me. That's what it does when people's cars are just that freaking loud. What the hell are we talking about? Oh yeah, our main event. Fall guy Rocky Romero. What did you think of this one, Iridian?
Great match. I got yelled at by Lance Archer. I told you guys this earlier. And also got mean bugged by Josh Alexander. So great experience for me overall. Being there, it's just such a different show than seeing it on TV. I know sometimes it looks like, or it feels like when you're watching it, like, oh, it's a little died down. Like I'm not as like into it. But when you're there, it's just such a great experience. Like you're in it the whole time. So this was one of my favorite matches. There was a lot going on being a 4 versus 4, but I don't want to say the right people won, but they are my favorites. But sorry, Lance Archer, I didn't mean to clap for the other team.
That's crazy. I do remember what that spot I was calling out earlier. It was Bandido. He picked up not Lance Archer, Josh Alexander in a quick up and over. And I was like, that's not, do you know that man is solid Canadian bacon? What are you doing? Like, my guy. This match was meaty, but I agree. Like, maybe the Don Callis family could have won. But hey, I guess Why not? Let's go back to that. Why not? Why not?
Hey, look, there's got to be a reason Don keeps trying to recruit everybody, right? Like
It's so strange. We have to get to the bottom of this because I honestly think maybe he's thinking like, oh, well, Kyle didn't pick up the win, so now I got to find a replacement for Kyle.
Where's Brian Cage? I thought he was a part of the family.
He's hurt right now.
Oh, you get a pass this time, Don. You get a pass, okay? Me and Brian Cage's wife was like this. Where's Brian Cage? Yeah.
Like that, because they were getting ready to go after.
I think the Ops, weren't they? Like Joe and Hobbs.
I think they were going after the Hurt Syndicate at one point. Like they were trying to go after the AEW Tag Team titles, and Brian Cage ended up getting hurt.
I'm thinking that maybe Don Callis is like, I don't want to call it a B team, but like maybe he's setting up like a second string. Like, I'm going to train these guys. And then once I get rid of my A team, this is going to be who I'm going to push forward. And this is who I'm going to
He got enough dudes already for 3 strings.
He's a Pokemon collector. He is. If wrestlers were Pokemon, he's
definitely Team Rocket. Like there's
he's stealing everybody's Pokemon out here. He's Team Rocket. He's Giovanni, bro.
Someone in the chat made a good point, but Bandido during Ring of Honor, he picked up Takeshita, and we know Takeshita's meaty.
He's solid.
Yeah. So
Bandido's also strong too. Sorry to cut you off.
No. I'm thinking, Bandido's strong. So we got to keep that in mind now that he can lift up the big boys.
Lift up Bear Boulder next.
Bandido has been on a freaking tear since he came back from injury. Like that dude, very, very happy that man's back and doing what he does best. That dude is
put Joe in a muscle buster. I just want to see some. I just want to see some.
Let me just make a list really quick.
Yeah, who would immediately put Hobbs in a muscle bust? I just want to see some.
That's insane.
Put Big Bill in a muscle. I just want to see something.
Big Bill might need to hop a little first, but
how is Big Bill's legs gonna get that? Like Lance Archer. I just want to see something. I like to see tall people in impossible positions. I'm sorry.
Well, we all have our thing. Already.
Oh,
Jesus.
This is why I want all 3 of us together.
Oh, good gravy.
Complete chaos.
Oh my gosh. Well, hopefully. Is next week's on a Saturday, right? Next week's on a Saturday. It's the following week that it's on a Thursday. All right.
I won't be here for the Thursday shows. I'm not ditching TNA. Every time I've done it before, Battle of the Belts has jobbed me.
Yeah, PTSD from those Thursday Collision shows. Iridian, what you got going on? Where can people find your stuff?
Head over to my YouTube channel, guys. Rest Friends. That's WREST Friends. I just uploaded my vlog from All In. So good adventures, 10 out of 10. You can watch my live reactions to the Texas Death Match. So that's fun for me. Love to see it. And also just follow me on social media, Iridian_Fiero. Cresta, where can our beautiful fans and Collision Cowboys, Cowgirls, Cowettes find all of your stuff?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everyone in between, I appreciate you being here every Saturday with myself, Rick and Iridian, or some combination of us 3. Every Thursday, you can catch me and Joel Pearl going over all things TNA Impact. Tomorrow is Slammiversary. If you're there at the UBS Arena out in Long Island and you see me, don't be afraid to say hi. Don't be weird, because I do keep scissors on me. Besides that, you can find me everywhere on social media at Cresta Star, CRESTASTARR, except for Twitter, where it's Cresta the Star, like Megan V Stallion. You have been fantastic. Your butt looks nice, and I hope you find $20 on the floor. Ricochet, where can the people find you?
One-stop shop, X at Rick Ucchino. That's where you find all my work for the takedown on SI. I got to get this in here real quick. Battle of the Belts is dead. It can't hurt you anymore. I thought that was a very, very great comment to close the show on. Also, Cresta, I have to ask you, what was your reaction like during the Texas Death Match, where like 2 minutes in, we're literally getting a fork in a man's head and blood just gushing out like somebody had opened up the ketchup bottle too quickly?
I respect them for saving all the blood until that point. That I will say. I respect them for doing that. But there was a time, like 5 minutes into it, I started there's a meme on the internet that says Kirby's power, you know, Kirby from the game, his power is the power of Jesus Christ. And there is a meme where he's like, Father God, protect me in these shadows of sin. That's how I felt once old boy started bleeding. And when he hung Hangman, I think I threw up. He tapped really quickly, so that was great. But man, what a visual. I don't want to think about it anymore. Thank you. Battle of the Belts can't hurt me, but Blake Christian can. Thank you.
It's the bed of spikes that just gets me.
That was crazy.
Oh, it gets me every time. Every time. And then it's always going to remind me of the time that Moxley got the spiked 2x4 stuck in his back and they're trying to
pull it out.
God dang.
I hate wrestling.
I bring all of that up for every single Blake Christian comment on the show tonight. So
you know what? That's fair play. I would shake your hand and say fair play, but the turnabout is fair play. Fair play. Fair play.
I think we should all three be back next week. We'll see. Unless I've been fired. Take care.
Same.
Same.